Greetings, people of the internet, more specifically, those of you watching this video. Now, I'm going to make this a quick one, like a really quick one, just one really quick match so I can explain some things. This microphone that I'm using is a Blue Yeti. There's some kind of internal malfunction with it. I'm probably going to have to get another one because every now and then it has a little bit of a problem. It has some trouble picking up audio. It's too quiet. But all of today and everything I've tried has not fixed it. Everything I've looked up to try and fix it has not fixed it. No matter the volume I speak at, it completely distorts the audio. Like I'm screaming into the microphone, even though I'm not. I'm whispering into this thing, literally whispering into the microphone, and it is blowing it out of proportion. It is blowing the entire thing like I'm breathing into the microphone, no matter how far away I get, no matter how close, no matter how loud or quiet. So there might be a huge gap, like right there, just that random thing that just showed up out of nowhere. Also, that goal was pretty good. There might be a huge gap while I get, again, there it goes, another microphone, or fix this one, I don't know. I'll do my best, but I've just had to scrap a recording and half of another one, because it's ridiculous. I don't know what's happening, I don't know what to do to fix it. I've tried so many things. This is so fucking upsetting, and not nearly more than 4 times as upsetting as the fact that Jester there just didn't do shit on this. But I've tried everything I can, and it just randomly does it. There's no telling when it's gonna do it. Just every other consonant sound, it feels like, makes it crack and break and explode. So this quality's gonna be utter shit, and I feel terrible about that. But there's nothing I can do. I need to find some way to fix it, even if that means getting another one. Which sucks because these things aren't exactly fucking cheap. But that's really all I have to say about that. Also, I'm probably going to stop again. This is like the 3rd time I've said this, so you'll forgive me if I sound a little upset, I hope. I'm probably going to stop Fallout 4. I'm not sure yet. I love Fallout. The series is fantastic. It's just such a big game that it really does just intimidate me. So I'm not sure if I'll be continuing it. If I don't continue it, I have 2 other smaller games that I think would be perfect. Honestly, because I knew going into Fallout, like, that thing was way too much of an intimidating challenge. But I did it anyway, which ended up being a mistake. But these 2 games I feel are really good sizes. They're both not huge, but they're not small, super short, I guess, either. And Rocket League will continue. I really like Rocket League. It's a fun game to play here. It gives me a chance to just talk about random bullcrap all the time. And sometimes just get really good games. Because it's fun. Sometimes your teammates jump literally 10 seconds after. Well, not literally 10, but like literally a full second after the ball has passed. So that's pretty upsetting that that happens. So I don't know. I'll be saying what games they are when the time comes. Who knows? I might continue Fallout. I don't know. But there's one thing for sure. I can't manage 3 different games on this channel at a time. So it will be, good job, Foamer. You did your best. That's all that matters. Except for the fact that I hope you die. But I'll be doing this game and the other one. There won't be 3. There's no way I can do that. I can barely do 1 with how much time I've been given now. Especially given that I go back to work on Wednesday, probably. Which is a pain in the ass because I hate that place. But that's life. I don't know. It's really annoying, this microphone. Every time I boot up my computer, there's a different issue, or it's literally flawless. The last recording I did, I think, was one of those flawless times, except for the S sounds, which I don't know. S, see, it's fine right there. And right now, it's being fine. It's fine for a long period of time, except when I do that, except, oh, great, now it's completely fucked. I don't, I jinxed myself, that's all I can think. I'm gonna try whispering, and whispering doesn't help either. No, I'm broken, no. I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do. It's fine now again. Kinda. I can still hear it a little bit. The only thing I can think is that I'm gonna have to start just booting up my computer over and over until it's a manageable one because, like I said, every record or every boot up is a different problem. Every single boot up. Like when it first started, it was just too quiet. Now that guy missed is extremely easy to fend. It's just too. Now it's too loud. It's too sensitive, I guess is the way to say it. And before you say, oh, just adjust the gain, I've adjusted the gain every way in both directions. It gets worse. It somehow gets worse, equally so in both directions. If I turn all the gain down, then it becomes too sensitive. If I turn it all the way up, it becomes too sensitive. I don't understand how that's physically possible. Mind you, I'm not the best with audio. I'm not even good with it. I've still got a lot to learn with it, and that really doesn't help. This situation really doesn't help. I've tried talking away to the mic. I've tried talking into it. It's just this whole big thing. But who knows? Maybe it'll work out. Like I said, it works for long periods. It works for short periods of time. And that's better than nothing, I guess. At least I can get some words in before it decides to completely fuck me. Like, I don't know, dude. There's my phone. I apologize. Real professional. Then again, this whole video isn't professional. It's a video about me bitching about how bad I am at using equipment. But at least the recording software and hardware, I guess, because consoles works fine. So that's one thing that I don't have to worry about. And now that I say that, I bet you fudging anything that's gonna break next. But hey, that's the fun thing about dealing with new hardware. You get to get all the bull crap out of the way, and then hopefully fix it too. And if that problem comes into play 2 years down the road, you'll have it fixed. And I know I said I was only gonna do one, but fuck it, I like playing 2. I think 2 is the best way to go. It's good lens and everything. It's real fucked up, man, that this shit just decides not to work. And I also need to learn how to get rid of some other things on this hard drive having to do with recording. And there's that weird stutter that happens sometimes. Because it saves a lot of things that why is C-Block so familiar? It saves a lot of things that I delete, and even if I go into every single place where they're stored and delete them, there's still one more place that it's saving them. Apparently, I remember C-Block from being the greatest of all time. So I need to find where that is and get rid of it, because I think that has something to do with at least some performance slowdown that's happening. And it's an extremely rare slowdown too, not even worth mentioning, even though I've mentioned it twice now. But so that's not, don't concern yourself with it. Not that you'll concern yourself with any of this, but you know, this kind of stuff happens. That's why I'm not really, I'm upset by it. Don't get me wrong, because this shit was not expensive or not cheap. And it just decided not, like, ever since I plugged it in the first time, it has had issues out the ass. First time I plugged it in, it just wouldn't work in general. 3 of the 4 audio settings are you're unable to hear anything from them, except for I switched today to a new kind. It just randomly decided to be able to be audible, and I was just thinking, oh, fuck off. That's why I stopped playing. That's why I didn't play this game for like 3 months, by the way, because I was playing ranked. I was trying to get way up there. This shit would happen at least once a match, and I would always lose by 1 point. Not always. Sometimes I just get straight destroyed, but that's why I quit playing. Just shit like that annoyed me so much. But whatever. That's the fucking point, Zach. Jesus. But I honestly completely forgot what I was saying. It probably wasn't that important in that case, you know. But it's just, oh yeah. From the day it's not the setting. It was doing it even worse on the other setting. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe one day I just need to not record anything and just spend a couple of hours tinkering with recording settings. That could probably be best, you know. That's honestly the only option I see it right now. So that's great. Oh, that's perfectly centered. Oh, okay, thank God C-Block was there to save us. So who knows? I'll probably end up doing that because I need to get this fixed. And I've searched for everything for this. I've searched for a long time today trying to get this one problem fixed. The other things were honestly the problems that I usually have are so minor. I usually fix it in a couple seconds, or minutes rather, and don't even have to bother googling it or looking anything up or anything. But this one was just so extreme, like I had to. And as you've heard, like in this video 5 or 6 times, it's so noticeable. Like I said, the last video that I did for certain it was real good. I mean, I don't have any complaints with it other than the fact that the audio halfway through was blown up. It was impossible to hear anything on it. It was honestly, it was too embarrassing to listen to in general, let alone actually put for the world to see. And who knows, maybe it is the setting. Maybe it is the setting. Maybe the other one was just a little bit of a temporary thing. Maybe this one will work now. Or it won't work now anymore. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm here, fucking talking about different settings on this mic. They're supposed to all be able to record in different ways. Bidirectional, omnidirectional, and things like that. Other things that I don't really understand. Two more that I don't really understand. Omni and bi are pretty simple. But the one I'm using now is meant for things like this, just talking one direction to yourself for a long period of time. Not long, but just any period of time, just talking to yourself. You're supposed to get relatively close to it, which I am, and all that other thing. I've looked a bunch of stuff up about that because I want to get good at this bullshit. But it didn't work. I would scream into the microphone. Not scream, but I would talk louder than what I usually do into the microphone. I would turn my computer volume all the way up. I would turn every version of every way to turn up the recording volume in my computer. Every one of them. I googled. I looked for 30 minutes on ways to make it louder. I did every single thing, and it wouldn't work. It would not work. It refused to work. What the fuck was that, Tusk? What was that? Look at this little shithead right here. Doesn't even try. But everything I did wouldn't work, and that was the same for all three of them. And I learned it because I was actually testing it on Skype with a friend of mine. I just thought that I just had messed up and with setting it up and everything. But then I was just trying on all three of them. I would be like, yo, can you hear this one? And of course not, because it was absolute silence. That was pretty great, and that he didn't try to save it at all. That's really weird. But he said no on the first three, of course. Then I got to the last three. He's like, whoa, that was honestly too loud. And that's the one I've been using, and it was fine. But then today it messes up, and this one is the better of the options. I don't know. Maybe I'll just have to learn to adapt to every situation. Who knows? I really hope not, because that'll get super annoying. I also need to get a pop filter. I've been meaning to get one of those for a week now. But, you know, it's not a necessity at the moment. You know what I mean? So, I'll get one of those soon enough. And, I actually saw one video how to get rid of that constant little humming that you hear if you listen to this on headphones. And I might do that, but honestly, the humming right now is gone, which is the strangest thing. And now that I've talked loudly, and it didn't make the thing, I feel kind of confident in talking loudly and testing it out right here on the fly, and it's not terrible, and that's a beautiful goal. F yeah, son. But, I'm not sure. I'm looking at the wavelength right now, and if I talk like this, it honestly picks it up a lot louder. I don't know how, but it does. Who knows? Hopefully one day I'll just die and I won't have to worry about this anymore. But until that day comes, I do have to worry about it, and I will get it fixed. I promise you that. I don't know how fucking long it's gonna take me or what I have to do, but I will get this fixed because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it more than honestly any number of people combined could be. Just because this is me we're talking about. This is me. This is my life on the line, son. This is my reputation on the line. I can't be seen as someone who half-asses the thing they love. Nah. Imagine when I do the things I don't love, like my job. That I half-ass. But I'll be damned if I let someone say that I half-ass the things I like to do. Because I love this shit, dog. And I'm gonna blow it out the water is what I'm gonna do. But first I gotta get the fucking microphone difficulties underway. Which is ironically the most difficult part of it, apparently. That one's going in. Fudge! I jumped the wrong way and lost the greatest goal of all time. But nonetheless, we won. And that's... Oh my god, I got conversion gel too. Honestly, I like conversion gel because now I can act like I'm just squirting big old blobs of cum. Not logged into PlayStation Network. Try again. It must have knocked me off when the internet completely died. That was in the video that failed. It was a wild one. The internet completely died, and I actually had to leave for like 10 minutes. So it's been a wild night over at my house. I almost said my last name, which would have been hilarious. But yeah. Oh yeah, you know I love that. Getting raunchy. I wonder, are there any new hats? Nope. No new hats. No, there's a new topper. Dave's Bread. Get that out of here. I don't know what that's a reference to, but if it's I Am Bread, I'm gonna be mad. If it's anything similar to that, then I'm gonna be even madder. But honestly, this is gonna do it for me. This beautiful new white jizz gel, and my terrible, terrible difficulties that I will get sorted. Don't you worry. Thanks for joining me, and have a better night than I am.